What's going on, world? You're watching MBTV. It's all about growth. I'm your host, Big Brother Biz, and today on the couch, I got a special guest as always, MLS Cup champion, Edson Buddle.
What's up, Biz?
How you feeling?
Great. Good to be here, man. A nice setup you got.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, I always start these with the most simplest question. Like, Edson, how you feeling right now? What's going on in life? How you feeling at this present day?
Man, I'm healthy for the most part. It's the holidays, and for the most part, I'm trying to unlearn a lot of things.
Okay.
I know, we've been taught a lot of things, and I've been training people. So I've been trying to get a lot of my messages out through my training. I would say these days.
Okay, you had a great soccer career, and now it's post-career and you training. Right now you're working with Cronus Elite. How is it working with the kids now? Like, how do you go about that in your day? How does it feel to you?
Well, it's something that I'm passionate about, coaching. My dad coached, so I think the passion comes from there, something that I watched and I observed, whether it was my dad or it was youth coaching, travel soccer, youth national team. I always admired my coaches.
Nice.
They used to jog on their own. I used to look at them and say, man, I wonder what they're talking about. I might be nosy too,
Yeah.
So I'd be a little nosy, yeah. So transitioning into coaching, I got my coaching license, my B license, USF coaching license, B license at 2009. So that's like 6 years before I retired. So it was always on my mind,
Oh, so you was planning it. You was
I was
You said, I
planning
know
it.
as soon as I'm going to go to the next step.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, along with that, you actually won the cup. That's the biggest stage right there, right? And you won at that level. How often do you think about that? Like, and what was that feeling like?
Man, well, I try to use it in my marketing for coaching. I try
to get you a bigger check,
yeah,
baby,
because
a
a lot of these kids were born, 2010. That's when I went to the World Cup, so
Gotcha.
they didn't see me play. So I try to revisit those moments, not just for myself, selfishly, but also to shed some light on the sport and some of the achievements that I've achieved, right? So the kids can say, hey, if my coach worked that hard, if he sacrificed, if he had the discipline, maybe I can take some of what he has and add it to their journy, and then grow from there.
Now you also played overseas in Germany and you played in America, right? So if I was to ask you what's the differences between, what would it be?
Well, good question. So, I quickly realized when I was in Germany that, I know it's no HR here, right? So,
No HR. You can say what you want over here.
There's like white guys in Germany, and then there's like white guys in Westchester. And then like when you're playing in Germany, you think you're like, white guys, Westchester, you know what I mean? But you quickly realize, these are Germans because the skill set, right?
Okay.
The local skill set of the domestic player. So the average person in Germany knows the game.
Gotcha.
So you have Dirk Nowitzki, guys in the league, German players. You have Luka Doncic. Yeah, skills. They have a different skill set.
At a younger age.
At a younger age, and maybe this day and age, we're seeing a different type of athlete. Yeah. But in Germany, the work ethic, you have German engineering, double days 4 times a week. In the MLS, you probably have double days, but maybe during preseason. In Germany, they'll have double days during the season, especially if you don't get a result or 2 in a row. You're gonna do double days, So
so they work harder.
I would say though they make you earn your money. You know what I mean? The pay is better, and the level of play is.
The pay is better?
The pay in Germany, absolutely. The pay is better.
Look, America, man, you gotta step the paper up. America, the pay better over there.
Well, it's a younger sport here, right? In a younger country.
Gotcha.
Right? You have teams in Germany, 1860 Munich. That's like a century and some plus
Gotcha.
old. So they have time to grow and grow capital.
Now you also part of an elite group of people. I know that there's only 14 people that have done it now. You're one of the 100 goal club members.
Absolutely. I think the fans remind me more than I think about it because as a pro, you're always looking to get better.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're always looking to improve, and the next guy's trying to take your spot. And the coaches only remembers the last game. So, so
Like, I don't care what if you got 200 goals.
correct.
You just lost on
You
Saturday.
just lost. So,
I got you.
but I had some time to reflect and understand the significance of the moment. It means something.
It does put you on a different level.
Yeah, 100%. It's not easy scoring goals. You know, they have this discussion: defenders or attackers, which is more difficult.
Okay.
Or who's better? You know, I'm always going to be biased and say attackers.
Yeah, clearly.
Right? You gotta. It's a lot more pressure and difficult to score goals, or it's harder to create than build.
Okay.
I mean, to destroy.
If you,
know what I mean?
if you played a different sport besides soccer, what sport you think it would be?
Man, good question too. But definitely basketball. Basketball. There's a lot of basketball players growing
You got
up
a little jump shot?
in New York. From depends. Right now, probably a little rusty.
It depends.
Nah, I would be honest. You know what I mean? Like,
I got you.
right now, rusty. But give me like a couple, like an hour or two to get my rhythm.
An hour or two.
yeah.
That's not a long time. If you don't,
Nah,
you can knock off the rust in an hour or two. You might have a little skill left in you.
Athlete in me, you know.
On a day-to-day, outside of soccer, what's your day like?
Oh boy, I usually like to start my day with yoga. You know, whether it's going to a class or taking it using YouTube. You know,
Okay,
YouTube
as your trainer, right there. It's free classes.
Yeah,
right there.
the free
All you need is
classes
internet.
and the build up too to get your confidence up to go to a class. Right, some people don't like group sessions. Some prefer individual. But if you're doing too much individual, I would recommend going to group classes and vice versa. You know, just so you just don't get complacent.
Gotcha.
You know,
So yoga.
Yoga. Oh yeah. So I start my day with yoga, water. You know, try to have my water by my bed, my Yeti cup, just so I hydrate, keep things going. Then either go for a run. You know, try to get some cardio.
Oh, so you're heavy in the exercise.
Yeah, I'm
You're
heavy
staying
into exercise.
Staying
Yeah, so
fit.
before the shake, I make a shake. I have a shake every morning.
What's in the shake?
Oh man,
What's the recipe?
I got whether it's sea moss, right?
Oh,
You got-
sea moss.
Yeah,
Sea moss.
yeah. Everybody sea moss.
You buying it pre-made, or you getting the sea moss, soaking it for a few hours,
soaking it,
blending it
original.
yourself?
My parents Jamaican.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean? So I'm first generation.
All right. Like the
I'm-
red
I'm-
sea moss, purple sea moss, like you know,
I
they
got
different
the
colors.
original clear. sea
Original
moss,
clear, like the beige
smoky
looking
beige.
stuff. Yeah,
Yes,
gotcha,
yes,
gotcha.
correct. That's right.
I mess with sea moss a little bit. When you putting like elderberry in there, or
Yeah, I
none
put
of that?
frozen fruit.
Frozen fruit.
If I had some elderberry, I'll put it in there.
Okay.
But
No, because you know people they throw in what's it, oregano oil.
Yeah, I too strong. I do this
It is
tongue.
strong.
Yeah, I did that once and a big mistake. I learned quick.
Ooh, but the nastier the drink is, they say like the more healthy it
Yes,
is.
the
you
more
know,
antioxidants.
Yeah. Antioxidant. This dude here. All right, we moving on away from the morning. Like, okay, music-wise, what's Edson listening to?
Man, definitely a Locks fan because I'm from Westchester. You
Okay.
know, so Jadakiss, he's also a Gemini. I gotta shout that out.
right.
So you have the
Locks.
bars, you know, the lyricists. I'm a Wu-Tang fan.
Wu-Tang.
Man, I like so many of them growing up. I would say the first person out of the Wu, Method Man.
Yeah, I think Method Man
Yeah,
was like
Method
a Chico.
Man.
Yeah, MET man. He was
Yeah.
like everybody's first.
Everybody's
I think
first.
it might have been the marketing though. Later on in life, I really started getting into Ghostface. I really started getting into Ghostface later.
You did,
So if I did right now who I'm giving the top Wu-Tang member to, I'm leaning towards Ghostface. But career-wise, the fact that the transition of Method Man going into acting,
Yes.
I've seen Method Man play a bunch of different roles. It's not even like they
He's
typecast
cameraman
him.
now. You know he's a cameraman.
I saw him at the game doing the cameraman thing. I saw him
He's
out
a
there.
cameraman, bro.
He had a couple of good shots, and I do video and photos, so
Yeah.
I did respect a couple shots. But they gave him a beautiful Sony. You know, them cameras gonna help.
Oh, expensive, right? He had
The level of cameras
he
gonna
looked
help.
legit.
Some of them
No, he
are
looked legit. He's
just
not joking.
And I don't know if he color corrected them. Somebody else might have did that. He might have turned the chip in and then
delegated. He delegated.
Yeah, he might have had a little bit of assistance
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there. But I did see him on the field, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing to just experience, to have that level, and then to just go into other fields and just enjoy yourself. I don't know if Method Man is really trying to be a photographer, or it could have just been for marketing,
Yeah, I can't
but he's
tell, yeah.
definitely acting.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Yeah, he's definitely an actor. Yes, he's
Definitely
definitely an actor.
acting.
Yeah,
I've seen him in a lot of different
He's been in a lot of roles for sure.
What about you? You ever thought about media and that side of things? You know, like commentary, podcasting, acting, any of that?
Well, I lived in Hollywood, lived in LA, played for the LA Galaxy, and there's definitely been opportunities, like appearances that I've gotten, been on various sets, but
Gotcha.
I've never decided, okay, I'm going to pursue
Yeah.
acting. You know, something, I have an open mind. You know, I realized I had a bit of tunnel vision pursuing professional soccer.
Yeah. A coach your whole life. You had a 15
When you're
year
in it, you
career.
don't realize it.
Yeah.
You don't
I got
realize
you.
it. You
I got
just-
you. I got you. But you played with some of the greats. If I was to ask you, what would be your top 5 soccer players?
Top 5 soccer player. I got to start with Pelé. I was named after Pelé.
Okay.
Messi, I
Messi.
would say. Man, it could be like a two-way tie for number 2 with Ronaldo and Messi.
All right.
Actually, let me back it up. So R9, Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo.
The original one.
Yeah,
You putting
yeah.
me on right now. I don't know. Explain.
Yeah, so there's the original Ronaldo is the Brazilian Ronaldo. They call him
Gotcha.
R9. He wore number 9.
R9.
Yep.
All right.
And he's won the World Cup before. He's around now. He's like an ambassador.
Nice.
But I would put him second or first with Pelé, and then comes the Messis or the Maradonas. You know, it could be like a 3-way, tie after that.
Okay,
It go
three-way
everybody else. You go Pelé, R9, Maradona, and then everybody else.
Everybody
Yeah,
else.
like that.
Everybody was at that
Yeah,
level.
it could be Messi, Ronaldo, and it could be a tie right there.
Okay, now on the other side of that ball is you being a coach, right? To you, the difference between playing and coaching. What's the number one difference?
Ooh. Well, when you're a player, you could impact the game. You know, I feel like I have more control, like where I can put my stamp on the game and help the team win.
Yeah.
When you're a coach, you can only do but so much. When the whistle blew, I was like, oh, they're really out there on their own.
Gotcha.
You know, and that's when I kind of started to see the significance more in my career when I started coaching,
Gotcha.
because I realized it's about decision making, right? Problem solving, adapting, right? And finding solutions.
Let me ask you a question. In basketball, they say like certain people's nuts. They just go greedy. They just go. Is it capable of happening in soccer? Like, can someone just go nut and like try to like just take all the shots and just Debo the field, or is that like impossible in that?
Yeah, soccer a little bit tough.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say, oh, you're going to take over the whole, because the
Gotcha.
field, the dimensions of the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like in
it's
basketball,
tough.
it's a tight perimeter. It's like, I'm not passing the ball. I'm chucking up extra
Correct,
shots.
correct,
You know what I mean?
correct,
And then I think in a soccer game, what's the most chances at a goal have you ever had? Like where you actually kicked the ball, where you had the opportunity of scoring. Like what's the most in one game you would say?
That's a good question. These are probably things I should know. But I know for you
From
personally,
you personally.
yeah, I would say, okay, I want to get like 3 to 4 shots a half. You know what I mean?
3 to 4 shots a half.
Yeah, I
so
would try
that
to-
would mean you only get 8 attempts a game.
Right, correct. Even less. That's like on the high note.
That's when you're on the high level.
Yeah,
That's
or that's
actually
just like a high number. Some people don't shoot, once.
Uh-huh.
One time for the game, twice for the
Wow.
game.
Spend
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
tough.
game and the game is an hour?
90 minutes, yep, plus
90
injury time.
minutes,
You
hour
can
and
say
a
an
half.
hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's a lot of running around, and then I guess being healthy, that's number one. But soccer is a worldwide sport, and the World Cup is coming next year.
Yep,
to
that's
New
correct.
York.
Coming
We're
to
in
New
New York
York.
right
It'll be,
now.
the
Gonna see you
final.
out there.
Yeah, I would love to go to the game. We're alumni. I don't want to give it away, but I'm an alumni, so we should be getting tickets. You know what I
Okay.
mean, to the game. I'm looking forward to having the World Cup in America. The finals in New Jersey, I believe. So we'll be hosting the finals locally, which is a big deal.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
big.
mean? It's a
That's
big deal.
big.
So
I
it's,
think last year was in Charlotte, maybe, right?
the last World
last
Cup.
one, World
That
Cup.
was in was it in Qatar? What was the last one? Russia? What was the last World Cup? I
They,
think it was
because
Russia.
I seen that
That's
they
terrible.
have,
I should
they
know
have
these
a couple.
things.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We
So
we
overwhelmed.
human.
I'm
We're
so
human.
overwhelmed with all the what's to come. You
I
know
got
what I
you.
mean?
The
That like I
plan.
drew a blank.
All right, well, my last question right here, because we do short form content over here. My last question would be, Edson, what's something a person that's watching right now doesn't know about Edson, even if he's a fan?
Well, see, they know. I guess if he's a fan or if he's not a fan. If he is a fan,
like something that he might not know about you.
I guess I would. Everything's been about my workouts, right? Because I've been giving these players I work with my secrets.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I
Gotcha.
feel like I didn't live up it wasn't transparent that I do these things. So
Gotcha.
a fan would probably not know I do bar class. Like I do bar. Bar is known for like dancing.
Wow.
Dancers. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Eddie George, I believe, his mom, Eddie George,
a football player, right?
football
Yeah,
player.
gotcha.
He's 6'2", running back, which is usually they're smaller.
Yeah.
But he said he contributed to going to ballet. His mom put him in ballet when he was younger. And bar class is good for, hip openers, range of motion,
Gotcha.
so yeah, that's probably something I don't share
All
often,
right. All right.
I probably share more lately, but not when I was a player.
I got you.
Because I was introduced to it after.
Okay, one message to the young soccer fan who hopes to and aspires to be what you were in a career. What's one message for them?
Man, my message would be embrace your own journey. What I would want you to take from my career is my discipline. I would say waking up for yourself. I didn't know that training is a part of self-love, right? So I was just training to make the starting lineup on Sunday, but the exercise was a form of self-love and self-care.
Nice.
So I would say health is wealth, right? Don't get overwhelmed by all the distractions.
Gotcha.
And find your routine and what works for you, and your family first, I would say.
That's it. This is MBTV. It's all about growth, and if you're watching, we hope you grow soon. Peace.